Namaste, Soul Tribe family. Welcome back my way on this divinely guided day. Hopefully, you're well and rested. I am so excited. I got my Mother's Day gift in, and we're going to get our messages from that. Hopefully, you're well and you're rested. And I do believe we are moving through this week pretty fast. Feels to me like this week is going to fly by, family. Only take what resonates, leave what does not. Some of you may be feeling that energy of time flying by. I will tell you, we are definitely there. Are we now coming up on June? We're almost 6 months into this 2025. Okay, family. Woo! The energies are somewhat frantic, but we're not going to worry about them. We're going to see what this new deck has to say. Okay. I have fell in love with it. Seeing other readers that I watch use it. I have volume two though. Um, because I didn't I didn't just want to get everybody's all. But I love them. I love them. I love them. And plus I'm a pink gal. I love the color pink. Okay, message. All right. So thank you so much for being a part of All Being 1111 Energy Soul Tribe family. Thank you. Welcome to all of the new family members. I appreciate you subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much. I am grateful. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. To my A1s who are my day ones, I love you. I appreciate you so much. Okay. I appreciate you so, so much. Everything that you do for our space, I am grateful. Okay, family. Seriously, everything that you do for our space, I am grateful. Woo! Yeah. Let's take that deep breath. Hmm. Let's see what the new deck has to say about these energies. It is also another thick one, so I'm going to have to break it up into four. But let's go in and tap in, see what it is that the divine needs and wants you to know. Mm. Hmm. Now, this energy that I'm picking up, and do you know something, family? I'm starting to notice something. Let me look at this. Hmm. Something about tomorrow, okay? So whenever you see this, but there's a third quarter moon. This is different. Okay, so there's a third quarter moon in Aquarius at the same time that the moon is in void tomorrow. That's interesting. Then we have, and that's at 6 a.m. Then around 6:15, we have a moon in Pisces. And then at 1 p.m., we have the sun in Gemini. Hmm. Hmm. Spirit always tells me to look at that. And when I do, it is a bit different. And that is different because we have a moon in Gemini and then a voided moon as well. Hmm. So the third quarter moon is in Aquarius at 6 a.m. and the moon is in void at 6 a.m. as well. That is interesting. And then we have the moon in Pisces at 6:15 a.m. Now I'm looking at that on my time zone, Arizona time zone, mountain time, but this is the sun in Gemini as well. And that's coming in around 1 p.m. Okay. So let's see what it is that the divine needs and wants us to know. And thank you so much for being here. Let's tap in. Divine, at this time, I ask that you provide us with protection during this read all reads and all the times. I ask that you provide us with clear and concise messages, as well as clarity, guidance, intuition, wisdom, and discernment. Any negativity, any toxicity, any evil or witchcraft being thrown or projected at myself or the Soul Tribe family, I ask that you shield our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels from it with the mighty shield, as we too shield our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels from it with the mighty shield. Ashe and thank you. All right, y'all. Somebody ignored some red flags here, okay? And they may have found themselves being baby trapped. Okay. Mm. It says ignored red flags, refusing to see the truth, Makes up the excuses, and blinded by love, wears rose-colored glasses. Somebody here ignored the red flags, okay? And they got trapped by a baby mama or they found themselves in a trap. Sabotage and birth control, trying to get pregnant or get someone else pregnant without their consent. I feel like somebody here fell into a baby mama baby trap. Okay. What else? I saw that. So let me see. Yeah, somebody wants to turn over a new leaf now because they see where they got trapped. Somebody wants to have a fresh start. Okay. They want to adopt a new positive way of living and deep personal change and transformation. Mhm. Somebody could be going through that at this time. I feel like they're going through that at this time, family, because of the situation they may have found themselves in. Mm. Okay. What else, Spirit? Please and thank you. Yeah, somebody out here got trapped by a baby mama. And this could be a tragic comedy for some. Now, when I'm picking up this tragic comedy for some, it's like somebody's being laughed at behind their back because they knew that this was a setup. It says it's funny because it's too tragic. Okay. This was some sort of perpetuous. It was a tragic, it was perpetuous. It makes you laugh. Someone's got to laugh in order to not cry about this situation. Hmm. Wow. I feel like somebody feels like they're a laughing stock because they got played by someone. Somebody could have been warning someone about someone, and they found out that this energy, was a gold digger. Mhm. Somebody put on a facade. Okay. I don't know if the children were born out of love or if something about that, or if somebody just really got somebody they just wanted to entrap someone. This could be masculine or feminine energy alike. Hmm. We got lies out here. Yep. Lies unraveled down. Truths being revealed. Expressing lies. Karma is working. No more excuses. Seeing the truth. Seeing the bullshit. Yeah, see, somebody ignored the red flags. Now they're starting to see them. You could have tried to tell somebody about someone they were dealing with, or they didn't want to listen. They didn't want to listen. Now somebody's trying to whew, radiate some sort of confidence here, or somebody's trying to regain their confidence. Okay. Somebody could be trying to regain their confidence. It says their inner light or your inner light attracts success and admiration, positivity, and affecting those around them. You inspire others. I feel like this has something to do with the turning over of this new leaf. Somebody may want to turn over the new leaf and come towards you, family. Mm. After after realizing, yeah, after realizing that somebody they were dealing with was fake, it could be a baby mama, baby daddy energy. I feel like they felt like this energy was fake. They could have been somebody that was flossing. Okay. Have you ever met an energy that they'll act like they have more than what they have and they really don't, and you're not really worried about what they have? But I'm not saying you, family, but this is somebody that flosses, right? Something about fake checks here. Okay. They could be somebody who was caught up in scams. They could have been a scammer. Okay. They were trying to conceal this though. They were trying to conceal these lies that were harmful. Yeah. They were trying to conceal that they were a scammer. What? Somebody found out the hard way, or somebody's finding out now. Yeah, somebody was the gatekeeper out here controlling access to something, determining who is allowed and who isn't. Okay, somebody was trying to be a gatekeeper when it came to possibly you or someone else. Okay, somebody felt like they were entitled to set the rules in a situation. Mm. I feel like they felt this way because they trapped somebody. So once they put this energy in the situation, now they feel like they're the gatekeeper. They make the rules. Yeah. Somebody wants financial freedom from this energy, though. Mm. It says you're gaining control over your finances, but I feel like this is something in the making, okay? They're trying to get away from somebody or they're trying to get something here. I feel like somebody had trapped somebody with a baby, okay? And this feels like a feminine energy that may have done this. Yeah. This could be feeling like a feminine. This feels like a feminine energy did this. Mm, wow. Somebody did. They got trapped. This is a nostalgia trap. Wow. So this is somebody they knew before, met before, maybe ran back into them. Okay. And this is somebody from their past that they were yearning for. They ran back into this energy. They thought this energy was the same person they left. Things had changed. They had got into, some sort of scam scheme type of dealings here. Ugh. And this is perplexing. Wow, somebody is so confused about the situation because it looks like on social media that they're doing it big. This is what I'm hearing. And this information came out of nowhere. So now someone is feeling perplexed. They don't know how to feel about it, but they do want their financial freedom from this energy. But I feel like there's this baby or babies that are tying them together. Somebody is seeing you as being some sort of social butterfly here. Y'all, I ain't lying. I got four decks spread out. This crazy. Because these are so big, I can't hold them all. I'm like, or they're thick. But it's okay. The messages are still coming out the way that they should. Because after each shuffle, I look down. I'm like, wow, somebody sees you as the social butterfly. Okay, thriving in your social circles or enjoying your life, just living your best life, being at ease. They want to realign with you. They want to realign with you because of this. Tell me more about this tragic comedy, because yeah, this feels like it's tragic. Tell me more about this tragic comedy, please, and thank you, sir. It, I feel like somebody's grandmother schooled them a long time ago. Okay, an older figure who helps you out. Okay, someone who loves you dearly without judgment, a wise soul. Someone could have told somebody about this. Watch out for those masculine feminine energies that want to entrap you with a child, okay? Somebody could have told them don't fall for it because you could even be that grandma soul, okay? You do not have to be literally a grandmother your age, okay? You don't have to be a grandma by age. Your soul could be an old soul, okay? You could have tried to warn somebody about this. Okay. You could have tried to warn somebody about this. Somebody could have been, I feel like they got played. Okay. I feel like somebody could have been showing interest in you. Okay. Only taking how it resonates. And they had this thing they wanted to do. They wanted to look good for their clique, for their crew, right? This is somebody that, I feel like their clique, their crew, they deal with, youngsters. Not youngsters like that, but young women. Okay. You're a mature woman. You could have tried to let somebody know about something, family. And I don't feel like they saw what you saw. And now they're on an emotional roller coaster ride. hmm Yeah, this is a situation. It could be dealing with a relationship. And this relationship right now is full of highs and lows. It is up and down. It is intense. Okay. I feel like this energy here, this is emotional wear and tear on somebody as well. If nothing's steady and it's just up and down, yeah. You could have told somebody, this is what would happen. They feel like whatever you spoke, yeah, they feel like whatever you spoke is what took place with this circumstance or this situation. I feel like you're in your era at this time, family. Okay. It's your time. Your time is here. Okay. It's time for you to end the struggle. Hmm. Something is new here for you. And I feel like you're standing in your power. Somebody is seeing that. That's why they want to come towards you. I feel like that's why they want to come towards you. This energy wants to come towards you because you're standing in your power now. And they see this. They see this. Wow. Yeah, somebody's going through the burnout blues here. Okay. Woo! They're kind of restless. They're tired. They could be up all night. They could be working. They could be doing something on a computer all night long, but they're burnt out. Okay. They're tired of playing this heroic nonsense, like coming in, rushing in all the time, saving the day. Okay. Feeling like, they're playing the hero role, but falling short. Hmm. This is perplexing as well because it's like the harder they go, they're not getting something or they're not getting what they want or something's not coming to them. It's confusing because they felt like this energy had something. Okay, they may have thought they had more or they brought something to the table. This is what I'm picking up. They felt like this energy had something to bring to the table. Um, and they ended up being possibly this energy's financial freedom. Somebody out here ended up being somebody's financial freedom and they used the child or children to do it. Mm. Yeah, oh we. And somebody's looking at you like you've had an epic comeback. Hmm. Like your bounce back was epic. Yeah. They're looking at you as being the Phoenix rising here. This could be somebody that they could be in your era. Mm. Yeah, wow. Somebody feels like they had to abandon their goals or they had to stop doing something. Okay. Somebody feels like something that they worked hard for is falling apart. Mm, that sucks. Tell me more, spirit. Yeah, there could be some sort of private photos that somebody found out about. I feel like somebody could have been saying, "Hey, yo, baby mama or your baby daddy is doing this and that and the third," and somebody didn't want to believe them. They could have stumbled across something. Like I tell anybody, shoot, my photo get out there. Oh well, I better get some money for it. No, I'm kidding though, but I'm just saying. Somebody could have found some private photos. They could have found some photos of this energy being with somebody they knew, really. And it was supposed to stay private, but it wasn't. Something you said about the whole situation. Now people are seeing you weren't making no false accusations. I feel like you was telling somebody how to make some power plays, but they didn't believe you because they were gaslit by this energy over here. I don't feel like you made any false accusations. I feel like somebody done found out everything you said was on point and there was some sneaky plans involved. You could have told somebody, hey, they getting pregnant by you just for the clout. Somebody got pregnant by somebody just for clout. Damn, that sucks. Yeah. And they wanted this to stay quiet. Somebody wanted this to stay quiet. They didn't want this to come out. Hmm. Here we go. Yep, they didn't want that to come out. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me type energy. Yeah, somebody was physically abused or they, have been fighting. I don't feel like this is actual physical abuse though, but I do feel that it is definitely mental abuse, emotional abuse. Somebody out here is hot tempered. They have anger issues. Oof. That's too much. That's too much. Yeah, somebody could have confessed to purposely getting somebody pregnant. They could have said, hey, yeah, I did that on purpose. You ain't gonna be with nobody but me type energy. Yeah, this is somebody could be authority. Oh shit. Somebody could be pregnant by a police officer. Oh my. Somebody could be pregnant by a police officer, or there was some sort of accident that was confessed by a police officer. Really? Let me see this message. Yeah. Wow. There's a revelation here. With this accident confession and authority, this is giving me the energy of like somebody saying, yeah, I did it, but they know they can get away with it because they're in some sort of authoritative position. They could even be an authoritative figure. I feel like somebody could have confessed to something. The police could have been involved, or this could be a police officer that somebody confessed something to. But this was no accident, though. This was no accident. They didn't accidentally confess to anything. They purposely told somebody they did something on purpose. Somebody could have messed with somebody or did something to somebody behind someone who they had pregnant. I hope not. What? What is this? Yeah. Dang, somebody is got entrapped by somebody who's pregnant. Yeah. Crossing the line. Uninvited guest. Yep. Ooh wee. I feel like somebody found out, yes, that somebody totally crossed the line. They pushed the boundaries. This was not something that was really supposed to happen, but since it happened, it moved forward. But it was an unwelcoming event. It was an unwelcoming event. Somebody's admitting that it was a total accident. It was not supposed to happen. Okay. And this could be the end of the road for someone. Someone could be going to court telling somebody that they felt like it was a plot and a trap. Somebody's fighting behind some child support. Somebody's trying to take somebody to court for child support. Damn. Yeah. And this energy knows that this is the end of the road. This is the end of the road in their relationship because it's all come out that it was fake from the giddy up. It was like somebody was purposely sent to somebody in order to possibly stop them from coming into some sort of relationship or partnership with this energy here, family. Okay. With the energy that, you may have turned over this new leaf. Okay. You radiating confidence now. You could be a social butterfly. Yeah, you're in your era and you had an epic comeback. Somebody did something to keep somebody from connecting to you. And what they did, phew, looks like entrapment to me. Mexicapades. Yep. This was a secret hookup. Hmm? This secret hookup got pregnant on purpose. And it was some sort of taboo attraction. Hmm. You could have been attracted to somebody, but somebody else felt like that was their man. They was off limits. Damn. And so the only way that they could do something, yeah, because you flirting with this energy put them at danger. They felt at risk. They felt that their, relationship was at risk. And that was pushing boundaries. This person got pregnant on purpose because they knew about you. This person got pregnant on purpose because they knew about you. Ooh. Really? How would they have known about you, family? You don't even know these people. Do you know these people? I'm just saying, like, this energy I'm picking up on, it's a feminine energy. You don't know this energy, but somebody did put you on this energy's radar. Mm-hmm. And looky who comes out. Yeah, they put you on this energy's radar. This energy saw that you held your head high. Your head is held high. You faced difficulties through trying times. You're confident. You have dignity. It feels to me like, yeah, you stayed resilient through tough times. Mm. This energy, yeah, that was gonna cause somebody some turbulence. You were somebody's turbulence. This was all done on purpose. hmm It was a scary moment for this energy. So all they could do to hold on to whatever they felt was theirs was to get pregnant. Ooh wee. And that was a bad investment. Somebody feels they made a bad investment or they're losing money and resources and time behind a poor decision. Mm. Yeah. And your soul's purpose guided you in the in the right direction. You're in alignment with your life's mission. Yep. Deeper calling, essential reason for being. That's why you're not looking back. That's why you're not looking back. Yeah. I'm telling you, you took a back seat to some shit. Okay. You took a back seat lovers. Yeah. You could have been somebody that was actually dealing with this person when they were dealing with this energy that got pregnant or they got an energy pregnant. Yeah. And this wasn't fully acknowledged. Okay. It wasn't fully acknowledged. So while you were seeing somebody, they were seeing other people. Mm. You were like that backseat lover. Now you become a moved on lover. You've moved on or walked away from this energy. Mm. Mm. Somebody feels like the whole thing was rigged. Wow. They feel like this was rigged. Yeah, unfair manipulation to achieve specific outcome. Wow, somebody could be actually testifying to this, but they do feel like it was rigged. Yeah, these were power plays. Okay. There was you may have tried to tell somebody something and they felt like you were trying to get in their way. Now they're finding out that you knew the whole time that something was off. It just didn't feel right. You were kind of like, what? Yeah, this was some sort of false. They were trying to say you were making up a false narrative. Now they're finding out that nah, you knew what you was talking about. This got rigged. They found out when they found these private pictures, these private photos. hmm They found out when they found these private photos that the whole thing was rigged. And I feel like it was actually rigged. And somebody could be, I don't know if it's tied to an authoritative figure. I don't know if this is an authoritative figure here, family. Okay, this police officer with this accidental confession because he's sitting on the stand. He telling everything. Okay. This could have been the energy. This could be a police officer that knew something about something that went down behind this situation as well, because it was a sneaky plan from the giddy up. It was a power play. Somebody is starting to realize that the shit was rigged. Mm. There was double standards here. Mm. Mm. Yeah. A lot of double standards. Yep. Unfair expectations. Unfair expectations. I promise you. These double standards created unfair expectations. Somebody was expecting more than what they were getting, and then they didn't understand why. And it came out, family, that it was you. hmm You're the one that's still standing at the end of the day. I can't stand that saying, but yep, you're still standing at the end of the day. It has something to do with a lucky break or something like that. It has something to do with a lucky break or something like that. Yeah. Good news travels. So somebody saw you doing your thing, coming up, doing what you needed to do. And yeah, now they feeling kind of like stuck. This is what I'm getting. Now they're feeling stuck. Hmm. Damn. Oh, I don't know if somebody really, they're fond of you. I'm feeling like somebody is really fond of you because you have some sort of spark of creativity out here. Okay. You may even give this energy, burst of inspiration. This is also a turbulence for this energy there with. You guys used to be sexually attracted to each other or sexually attracted to each other, I should say. Yeah. And your heart could have been open to this person 24 by 7. Okay. They could have called you in the middle of the night. You'd have came and got them probably. Take it how it resonates. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. I feel like, there could be some sort of somebody's finding out that the love language here, there might be some cultural differences or a cultural clash that's causing a family feud. Mm. So there could be a cultural clash that is causing a family feud here. Oh, Lord. Well, mm, yeah. Somebody feels like they fell for some sort of espionage. Mm. This could be a spiritual revolution, a revelation for somebody, or a revolution. I feel like somebody's grandmother already told them about entrapment and stuff like that. Somebody's starting to realize that their grandma wasn't lying, or you were this more mature energy that has told somebody about this. Okay. I heard that. Let's get Kip out. Let's get the real Kip out. Oh, no, 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 no. Where's my cab? Where's my. Oh, yep. Let's do calves, kipperish. Wow, family. I feel like this is kind of like, whoa. Let me put on 17 back over here. For real. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, there's somebody that got trapped with the pregnancy. Yeah, because somebody was after the money and they saw that this wasn't a karmic energy. Wow. They were after the money. Yep. And somebody lost, and this card don't even go in this deck. Somebody lost their way. They didn't see that somebody was just with them for the clout, their occupation. This isn't a karmic energy either. This isn't a karmic masculine. So I feel like they were green. Some wool was pulled over their eyes. Yeah, they lost their compass. Damn. Karmic masculine got some baby mama drama or something like that. Mm-mm. Or somebody's getting ready to. Some friends could have tried to stop them, save them from this, tell them about somebody like, nah, man. But this person was sent in. This chick was sent in to do this. Hmm. They was sent in to do this. An ice queen. Yep. I cannot make it up. An ice queen was sent towards a masculine energy to get pregnant by them for this abundance, to always have a tie to this energy. Really? Wow. Mm. This is giving me Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Yeah, because this masculine was a rich guy. Ooh, shit. The rich guy got played. The rich guy got somebody pregnant. Yeah, they looked at them as a gift. They was like, yep, this will be a whole gift for me. Damn. You tell me more, spirit. Ooh, we. The rich guy got trapped. Wow. And I feel like family, listen to what I feel. Ooh. There's somebody out here, but you already ain't doing the kid thing again. They know that about you. You're too free. Okay. You ain't got to do no kid thing. I feel like your kids could be grown for whoever I'm speaking with. Okay. Your kids are grown and they're self sufficient type energy. You ain't trying to back up and do no kid thing. This is what I'm hearing, or something like that. This masculine could have known that on the chime. Hmm. Confirmation. Yeah. They knew you wasn't about to play with them. Now there's a whole community that's in a courthouse, or there's some sort of courthouse within this community. This is giving me like battles, legal battles. This could also be with this courthouse and community out here. It's like somebody could be living in a community, right? Where tell me more. I don't want to say that. Tell me more. Tell me more about this courthouse and this community. Right. Yeah, somebody's being attacked. Okay. Tell me more. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about the box in the reverse with the court. I feel like somebody is in a very vulnerable situation here. Somebody that this rich guy, he may be losing his boss status, okay, within communities. There could be legal things going on here, okay? Take it how it resonates. Mm, I don't want to say that. This could be happening now with higher ups, elites, okay? But there was somebody who was losing their boss status behind all that. Now, this community is giving me like a bunch of kids. I don't know why, but somebody lost their boss status. They could be having to go to court now behind a whole bunch of things that are happening within a community, or behind this fleet of children. They have lost some sort of status. They're no longer being looked at as a boss. Mm. Mm. Damn, somebody trying to take somebody. Yeah, look, somebody trying to take somebody. There's some sort of courthouse community and a boss in reverse and self-love in reverse. Like there's no love within a community. This could be you could be now that you could be dealing with this now. You could be getting ready to go to court or take a community to court, or there's some sort of courthouse that's looking at a community. Mm, mm, mm. There's a lot of eyes on somebody. I feel like whoever this feminine energy is, yeah, they got a huge family on the chime. They got a huge family. And this family is basically just talking to somebody, telling them take them for everything. Take them for however much you can get type energy, because they're a rich guy and you got with them anyway for abundance. Somebody got with a whole gold digger. Straight facts. Wow. Mm, mm. Yep. See, oh damn. Now somebody is realizing through this legal, ooh, looky here, looky here, looky here. I'm telling you, see, somebody didn't love themselves. They didn't step into you. They didn't lean into you, family. Now they going through some legal issues and they're feeling attacked. They feel like they have an entity attached to them because of this chick. Hmm. They have an entity attached to them because of this chick, because of some sort of false pretenses, narratives, statements, documents, agreements, info. Okay. Somebody feel I don't know if they felt like, it was voodoo. It wasn't. It was a sexual demon. Somebody got a whole sexual demon attached to them. Mm. 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 Tell me more. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm. Yeah, somebody. Yep, I cannot make it up. Look, you tried to save them from this storm. They did not listen. They ignored you. You were like, hello, destruction's ahead. You can't see it. Ha! They didn't listen to you. So you just kept it moving. But I feel like you did try to save somebody from some sort of destruction. I feel like you detaching yourself, you saved yourself from some destruction. Hmm. And that's on the chime again. You saved yourself from this destruction, and somebody else is going through it. Yeah, look, I can't make it up. Yeah, you're detached from all third party stitches. You don't have no time for that family. You detach him from this energy. Yeah, you're good. But right now they could be going through a lot behind somebody they shouldn't have got involved with. Damn. Yep. And this is they yeah, they're somebody's working on trying to bring something to an ending. And they're trying to do it the most this is the father, so they still, they're trying to do it the best way possible to where it does not affect them and financially, but they are realizing that that's all that energy had wanted was to be attached. And somebody could have wanted you to be in some sort of health concern, but you're not at all. And I feel like, this had a lot to do with their soulmate. Mhm. With this soulmate connection. Somebody could have told them you was crazy, batshit crazy, or some shit. You is far from crazy. You just be knowing. You just be knowing. Your ancestors be telling you shit. Your ancestors was telling you what was up. So this energy, I feel like they lost their status, or they feel like they don't feel like they have control of the situation like they used to. They may have had control in the situation in the beginning, but then they realized that they were, possibly in some sort of sexual demon type cult. Is that or you know what I'm saying? A cult that, preyed upon the weak when they found out what their weakness was. And this energy's weakness was definitely smacks. Okay, family. Mhm. And somebody's watching you make, come out good. Look, somebody is so upset too. Wow. Because whoever this gift was that they thought was a gift, they ended up not being a sweetheart. Damn. So they was after somebody's money. Damn. Okay, tell me more, spirit. Mm-mm. Yep. They can't even be mad at you either, family, because you told them. They can't even be mad at you because you told them about this trap and they failed to listen to you. I don't feel like there's any animosity on your part. Mm-mm. Because you're in North Node energy. Mm. Okay, family. So that's what I have for you today. Hopefully it resonates, okay, or brings some clarity to a situation on why somebody's not coming in or moving towards you. And it may be because they're trying to work on their end or their side or something like that because they got a whole family. Mm-mm. They may have even conceived more children since whenever this started. There's a whole bunch going on, but there's courts involved, and somebody doesn't feel like they're in a boss status anymore because they got a lot that's coming at them or something like that. All right. So yeah, let me and before I say it at the bottom of the deck, yeah, you're in that Three of Wands energy. You're just, waiting, but you've waited and now the wait is over. So now you're getting ready to move towards what it is that you want, or what it is that you want is going to move towards you. This may be a new soulmate. This soulmate is a different energy. This is a new. This ain't nobody from the past. Whatever was in the past, they done got ran over, or literally they're getting ran over by somebody. I cannot make it up. You got a new soulmate coming in. You may have a new soulmate coming in, or somebody's ending something to come towards you. Take it how it resonates. All right. So let's close out. Thank you, Divine. We are grateful. I love you. And the Soul Tribe family loves you. Thank you so much for providing us with the messages. Whew. At this time, I ask that you continue to keep us with love, harmony, tranquility, prosperity, peace, protection, and respect, and good health and good wealth. And all the time, Ashe, and thank you. And until next time, you know what I love to say. Namaste.